Since Operation Fast and Furious was first exposed in 2011, one question remains. Why? Why did the U.S. Department of Justice authorize a covert operation to send thousands of military-style assault weapons across the Mexican border and keep it secret from Mexico?
There are three elements to the drug trade: drugs, cash, and weapons. Without any of them, the system shuts down.
The only industry that is more profitable than the drug industry is the arms industry. The two trades are so embedded within each other that they're almost one and the same.
90% of the weapons are bought in the gun shows and the gun stores in the United States go to Mexico. If you buy an AR-15 for $1,500, you can actually sell it in Mexico for 5 times the value. A Barrett 50 cal, brand new in a box, is $10,000. People in Mexico will pay you $50,000 for that 10-round magazine sniper rifle. So the margin is huge.
Is that the connection? Have rogue forces within the U.S. government simply decided to get fresh supplies of covert cash by now selling weapons instead of drugs? Or, as conspiracy theorists claim, is there a secret link between the drug trade and the arms industry?
There are people who would suffer tremendous economic pain from the end of the war on drugs. You could start with law enforcement officials who make money based on the number of arrests and seizures, and you can go to the legal system where you've got all these people being processed by the courts. You can go to the prison industrial complex. You've got corporations that build prisons and jails, and they want those things to be occupied.
The war on drugs is doing nothing but, feeding fat cats who own prisons. And we know that. Everybody knows that.
Wild allegations? Too far-fetched to be taken seriously? Perhaps. That is until one considers the enormous amount of money involved. In December 2012, HSBC, Europe's largest bank, was fined a record $1.9 billion for repeatedly failing to report suspected drug laundering transactions.
HSBC, a global bank, is said to have laundered $4 billion for the Mexican cartels. We know that the major banks, just from recent disclosures, are handling billions of dollars in illicit drug money.
The Senate found that $7 billion from 2007 to 2009 was allowed to filter into the United States from supposed drug money. And we don't really know where it ended up, who it went to, who's being funded here in the United States worth $7 billion.
There's so much money that you can actually buy the power.
With the United States mired in trillions of dollars of debt, could there be, as conspiracy theorists claim, a river of dirty money keeping the fragile U.S. economy afloat? Is America's illegal drug trade another institution that's too big to fail?
The fact is, the CIA runs the drugs, Wall Street launders the money. These institutions are too powerful to be challenged, and therefore we have the continuation of the drug plague.
There's plenty of evidence that individuals are making a lot of money on drug trafficking because they're beyond policing. No one's watching them.
The cartels are operating in every major U.S. city. You can't do that if you don't have some kind of in to the United States. You just can't do it.
Has the United States' nearly insatiable appetite for illegal drugs really allowed it to be invaded by a foreign enemy? An enemy so insidious and so effective that it has taken root in America's cities, neighborhoods, and homes.
War on drugs is over. It was won by the people that sell drugs. It's killed God knows how many people. It's created the largest prison population on the planet. And every drug's more available, cheaper, and better. Everything that happens in the drug war is connected. We created a monster that we can't turn back.
More than 40 years since President Nixon declared America's war on drugs, the battle rages on, with seemingly no end in sight. Can it ever be won? Or is the real secret that it was always and deliberately intended to be lost?